listeners, good evening and welcome to today's episode. My name is Erundu Chisom, reaching you live all the way from Portland, Vermont. I am a current international student from Nigeria, currently majoring in sustainable business. Today, I will be presenting a topic so dear to my heart, a topic I have heard great men of God, great motivational speakers talk about it, a topic that each and every one of us needs to hear. Stay tuned. Hello, if you are just tuning in, this is Erundu Chisom reaching you live all the way from Portland, Vermont. Once again, I am a current international student majoring in sustainable business at Green Mountain College. Today, I will be presenting a topic so dear to my heart, a topic each and every one of us needs to hear. The mustard seed is often used by wise men to describe the smallest faith, passion, and opportunity that could turn a man from zero to hero. As a Christian, this writing is used to describe the faith that can move mountains, inscribed in the parable of the mustard seed in Matthew 17:20. In the course of this episode, I did research, and it was really amazing to know that the mustard seed is the smallest seed on the face of the earth. And this brings me to my today's topic I titled Purpose the Mustard Seed. First of all, I would like us to imagine seeing purpose as a mustard seed. The mustard seed is so small, very tiny, but very important. Very tiny, but very important. Imagine your purpose being a mustard seed. And this brings me to the definition of purpose. What is purpose? There are different definitions and meanings to the word purpose. Each and every one of us out there have one or two definitions of the word purpose. But the Oxford Dictionary defines purpose as the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. Personally, purpose to me means finding meanings in everything I do. My journey here on earth, the friends I make, my family, my education, and my future career goal. In a nutshell, the essence of why I am here on earth, where I am currently, and the things I'm doing and why I'm doing it. This is purpose to me. Back home in my local church family worship center, I had the opportunity to serve as an usher. As an usher, it gives me the opportunity to interact with people every Sunday. And it also gives me the opportunity to take census of people who are present in church. And also it gives me the opportunity to share the vision and mission of my local church back home. I had the privilege to have a deep conversation with the young folks visiting this church at the very first time, and of which I was able to throw more light on what the church stands for, the purpose of the church, where the church is coming from, where the church is going, and what the church is currently doing. And I asked this young man, what is your purpose? He said his purpose here on earth is to have fun. At least this young man have a sense of a definition of the word purpose. But J.D. Stroud, in her book Caged by Damnation, wrote, life is filled with unanswered questions, but it is the courage to seek those answers that continues to give meaning to life. You can spend your life wallowing in despair, wondering why you were the one who was led towards the road sprayed with pain. Or you can be grateful that you are strong enough to survive it. Once again, I sincerely want to thank you for tuning in. I will be right back as I take a commercial break. listeners out there, if you're just tuning in, this is Aaron Dujuchisum reaching you live all the way from Putney, Vermont. Today I am presenting a topic I titled Purpose the Mustard Seed. To me personally, as I said, to reiterate what I said earlier about purpose, I said personally, purpose means finding meanings in everything I do, the journey, my journey here on earth, the friends I make, family, education, my future career. In a nutshell, the essence of why I'm here on earth, where I am, and the things I'm doing and why I'm doing the things I'm doing. In continuation of what I started, I would like to share a story that really motivated me in the course of the preparation for today's episode. I call it a man searching for meaning. That is a man searching for a true meaning of purpose. Viktor Franklin, an Australian existential psychologist, created a school of thought called logotherapy. For instance, Sigmund Freud, an Australian neurologist who became known as the founding father of psychoanalysis, once said our main motives are sex and aggression. But Frank presumed that our dominant drive force is to find meaning in life. You see, Frank experienced something that Freud never had. In the 1940s, Frank was held prisoner in Nazi concentration camps. Imagine this: your family, your friends, and all your neighbors are cornered, captured, and transported to mass murdering sites where you are dehumanized and likely extinguished. Frank lived that reality. He felt the horror of losing everything only to be tortured and terrorized. With all the agony of brutality, purpose kept Franklin from giving up his relentless fight for his life. He found meaning in his struggle, and that's what gave him the power to push forward through unimaginable pain. In my previous episode, I presented a topic I titled The Next Right Move, Failure, a Tool. If you are able to discover your purpose, failure will be one of those tools that will take you to a lofty height. But until you discover the true meaning of purpose, the true meaning of your purpose, you will not be able to see failure as that tool that will catapult you to a place of destiny, a place of greatness. I will be right back. Stay tuned as I take a commercial break. Once again, I'm glad that you're there. In continuation of Viktor Frankl's story, after escaping from the concentration camps, Franklin published a book called Man's Search for Meaning, which explores his experience and includes an overview of logotherapy. A quote by Nietzsche nicely sums up his philosophy on how people were able to survive the camps without losing the will to live. He who has a way to live for can bear almost anyhow. That is the power of purpose. Torture, brutality, unimaginable inhumanity, purpose supersedes all things. Purpose is what gives us the strength to carry on, if not through daily condition, then through difficult changes, transition, relationships, and activities. Purpose is that force. When discovered, it energizes us to continue to keep pushing, continue to move forward, because we are able to find meaning in what life is all about. As Franklin wrote, In some ways, suffering ceases to be suffering at the moment it finds a meaning, such as the meaning of a sacrifice. But be careful of getting stuck in suffering mode and mistaking it for nobility, he said. Franklin also wrote, suffering unnecessarily is masochistic rather than heroic. Do you think it is time you make some life-altering decision to stop any suffering and find a more meaningful life? I think this is the right time to ask yourself, why am I here on earth? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Because if you're not able to answer this question, I think you are just missing it out. This is the right time for you to ask yourself one more time, how can I be part of people's story? How can I make my world a better place? And then prepare. For it is often said that when preparation meets opportunity, there is breakthrough. I repeat it again. When preparation meets opportunity, there is always breakthrough. As an African, there is an African proverb that says, look for the black sheep when the day is bright, because at night you will not be able to find it. I repeat it again. Look for a black sheep when the day is bright, because at night you will not be able to find the black sheep. Fortunately for us, we are in much better situations than Franklin, meaning we are in a different boat with finding purpose. When living a practical life of purpose, we can see the picture of both a micro level and macro level. Your micro level purpose is to know your values and then be in integrity with them. When you know what you stand for and do what you believe in, your confidence and sense of worth will be sky high regardless of how much the situation sucks. Your macro level purpose is something different. It is the big picture. It is your search for meaning. It is your ultimate goal. It's waking up. It means waking up in the morning knowing you are on the right path, regardless of what other people say. A man of purpose lives by conviction and not consensus. I repeat it again. A man of purpose lives by conviction and not consensus. This man who has purpose tends not to go by general opinion of what people say. He or she knows what he or she is pursuing, and he or she pursues it with alacrity, with speed, regardless of what life brings. A man of purpose is like a pine tree. When storms of life come, he or she still stands and bounces back. As I said in my previous episode, failure is that tool that will catapult you to a place of destiny. Failure is that tool that will catapult you to a place of destiny. When you're able to discover your purpose, failure will be a stepping stone. But until you're able to discover who you are, why you are here, what you are doing, and why you are doing it, then failure will become an obstacle that will take time for you to overcome. A man of purpose often reminds himself that today's pain is tomorrow's gain, while today's gain through dubious ways is tomorrow's pain. I would love to end today's episode